What is going on, guys? Today is a pretty cool day at the range. We've got the brand new Springfield Kuna. Alright, so the Kuna was a big surprise when it was launched at the IWA show. Let me tell you, this thing, I was so pumped when I first saw it because, man, I love, if you know me, I love a 9mm subgun, PCC, PDW, whatever, MP5. Everybody's chasing the MP5. Can the Kuna dethrone the long-standing champion, the MP5? So we're going to go over this thing today, do a little bit of shooting, but this is really just first look, first impressions. Give you an overview of what's going on with this thing. It is a monolithic aluminum upper on a polymer lower, ambi everything. You got the option to swap the charging handle from left to right. You've got bolt release, mag release, and safety selectors on both sides. And this one is coming from Springfield with a Strike Industries brace, which is pretty awesome. Got some tall flip-up sights here. But if you didn't want to run some tall sights, maybe co-witness them with the optic, you can flip them down. And they've got the traditional Springfield U-notch sights. If you want to go that route for that real sleek compact, you will have to adjust the brace down because now this is on a Picatinny rail, which is great. So you can get it just as a pistol or with the Strike Industries brace setup. So you can put whatever stock or brace on that you want to if you want to form one the thing or whatever. But you will have to bring this down to the lowest point if you want to use the irons, because otherwise it sits really low and you can't quite get lined up with those bad boys. Where I have it here, I'd have to go one lower if I wanted to get that good sight picture through those low pro sights. Monadnock Firearms is a friend of the channel. Listen, if you want to save some scratch, code SteveMP5 will help you out over there. A link to their Instagram will be below. All the cool stuff you see online, they carry. Save yourself some cash. Check them out. Do yourself a favor. The main feature of this Kuna is it is roller delayed. Yes, you heard me say it. Roller delayed, just like the MP5. And let me tell you, I've shot this thing already, and boy, is it smooth. So because it's roller delayed, you don't have the direct blowback system where you have a big hunkin' bolt sloshing back and forth and making you wobble when you shoot, and it sometimes can be messing with your accuracy or just be uncomfortable. Like the UMP is a good example. All plastic, huge bolt, slams back and forth, and it just, you see on full auto, it's just shaking all over the place. But having this thing have a little bit more weight with the aluminum and the roller delay, just like the MP5, this thing has been shooting so soft and so flat. Now, the military version of this gun that you saw at the IWA show from TFB when they covered it, it came with a 3-lug. They've changed a couple things on what they are importing in and what they're doing, at least for now. So from what I've been told, not doing the 3-lug, which I think is a mistake. It's because I love a 3-lug. 3-lug is a great system, and the Croatian military is using it, so why not leave it on there? But I mean, I get it for the masses. Maybe not just do a standard 1/2x28 and run some kind of this here. What they've got is a pretty slick looking compensator / muzzle brake thing. Does give you some more overall length on it than a standard 3-lug would, but since it is 1/2x28, take this off, put whatever muzzle device on you want, and you're good to go. But I have found shooting it with this comp brake thing, it does help. It shoots pretty flat. All right, so real quick, we're going to do a side-by-side. 10 rounds with an MP5, 10 rounds with the Kuna to see if there's really any difference in felt recoil, seeing that they're both a roller delayed system. I will go with the MP5 first, and then I'll go with the Kuna straight back to back, no brakes. felt like the MP5 was softer. Not just saying that. I think that the weight of the MP5 helps it because this is heavier. In general, I mean, it is a little bit longer barrel. You got an 8-inch barrel versus like a 6-inch barrel on this. So this is almost in line more of like the MP5K, as is empty. So empty on this, empty on the MP5, and just give you an idea what the weight difference is. The roller delay in this is not the roller delay of the MP5. So it's not set up the same way. If you were to pull the bolt out, maybe I'll throw in some B-roll here of the bolt itself, it's not like an MP5 bolt. So yes, it is delayed. It is a roller, technically a roller delay. It is not the same type of roller delay system that's in the MP5. That being said, this is an updated, more ergonomic version of the MP5. It didn't shoot as soft as the MP5. Not a big deal. I mean, it's marginal, but back to back, you can tell the difference. You can certainly tell the difference. The MP5 is softer. This still is really nice, and I'm really kind of just overall impressed with the build quality, how it's functioned here. No, not one jam. I got about 200 rounds through it today at the range, on and off camera. No issues at all. Trigger is nice. A flat trigger shoe, and it's got a little bit of wiggle here, so a little bit of creep to the wall. Break. Reset. It's really short, audible. You can feel it. Back on it, a little bit of movement into the wall. It's a nice trigger for a factory out of the box mil spec type of trigger. It's nice. Another cool feature I want to touch on is the grips. So this will take a standard AR-15 style grip. So if you don't like the one that it comes with, I actually don't mind it. It fits my hand nice, feels good. It reminds me of just like, you know, like a Hellcat. Got your storage in the bottom for batteries and such if you want to go that route. Proprietary magazines, so for the Kuna, they are like a plastic polymer, translucent type, 30 rounders, metal feed lips, which is nice. So they kind of remind me of like Scorpion Evo magazines, and actually a lot of this reminds me of the Scorpion Evo, and I'll tell you why. The way the safety selector is positioned, a lot of people didn't like on the Scorpion. When it's in the fire position, the safety is right there. When your trigger finger is on, if you got big sausage fingers, or depending on where your placement is, it's gonna catch you a little bit in the top of the finger. And to me, it doesn't every time. This is a pretty big flat trigger, which we'll talk about, but I can see where that is gonna get in the way of some folks, and I would imagine the aftermarket is gonna come up with a solution for this, just like they did with the Scorpion Evo. Another thing I wish they would have done, and this is not a military feature that they took off, but I love a paddle mag release. So yes, I'm used to the MP5. Yes, I'm used to the Scorpion. I just love a paddle mag release. I get why they went with the mag release in the standard, like sort of AR-15 style, because that's probably the most prominent, right? Everybody has AR-15s, everybody trains, hit the mag release, let the mag drop, pop the new one in, easy peasy, right? So I'm always so used to grabbing the paddle, ripping it out, and putting a new one in. For me, it just took a few reps to get used to having to hit that mag release. It is faster because I'm not up, rip, out, in. I can just come up, drop the mag, and in, so I'm losing a motion there. So this is faster than that. I would have liked it as an option. Another cool little feature is just the takedown, disassembly, cleaning, field stripping. Very similar, just like an MP5, you know, that same style. You got two push pins. You got a push pin right here and a push pin right here that are actually captive, so that's nice. And the lower just pops right off. The Picatinny rail piece in the rear, once that pin is through, just pops down and off. Bolt comes right back out when you charge the charging handle. Really, really simple, really intuitive, much appreciated, especially if you're going to run this thing suppressed. Get in there, clean it easily, easy takedown. Very, very high marks for that. It is rocking a 6-inch cold hammer forged barrel, so another nice quality plus. What I think Springfield should do, if they really want to really knock this thing home run out of the park, even though I love it, I do love this. Yes, they sent it to me for review. That does not change that I think this is a great PDW, a great PCC. But what they need to do is offer the factory military stock for people who want to SBR it. The stock, as seen in the IWA show on this thing, I think really changes the overall just silhouette and package of it. And if I find a picture, I'll throw one up here. I'm not sure that I will. But it's real. The adjustability is nice. It's sleek. It's nice. It's full. Stock needs to come in, and it needs to be offered on the Springfield website just as an accessory. Offered as accessory. Don't mess with a factory SBR. Don't worry about that. Offer the stocks. There's no reason you can't. And I really think that would make this awesome. I would 100% SBR it to have that clone, correct, accurate, Croatian, military gun. Really enjoying this so far. Check it out. And don't forget, as always, Steve, MP5 on the Instagrams. See you next time.